Okay, so join us as we delve into Chapter 7, The Trade-Off. Running from the Logan Country Club, having discovered more of Robert Logan's plans, you arrived at Darla's house and entered her treehouse to discuss your findings. But you were one short. Jane had gone. Frantically trying to reach her over walkie-talkie, there was no response. And though worried, you shared what you had heard from Robert Logan's office. How Eli had found out about a meeting due to take place between Robert Logan and the town's mayor, Gina Hirsch, on the night of the big game between Jenkins High and the team of mongooses they were due to face. How Darla and Chloe had heard about Robert's son John, and how both the mysterious black box and your current robotic friend Bug, now in your possession, had been lost because of his attempts to cover his father's tracks, and how Jackie, your friend Henry, had been stolen away from his shop, leaving only a written-down radio frequency, one which, when tuned into, revealed coordinates out at sea. Coordinates aligning with the 3 disused Logan oil rigs. As you spoke, a familiar shape limped into the garden. Linda, the German shepherd belonging to Mr. Jenkins. Nursing her to health as best you could, you decided to continue searching for Jane over the following days, but to no avail. But while at school, Eli, you finally received a response over the walkie-talkie. Matson, Logan's head of security, offering a trade. Jane for Bug. With the trade-off due to happen after the big game, Chloe, you and Artie decided to watch the football game and keep an eye on Eli, to allay any suspicion, while Darla and Jackie, you scouted ahead to address Matson, to the address that Matson had given, in an attempt to gain any kind of advantage that could be leveraged, though not before Darla stopped by her house to retrieve something from her father's safe. While Eli helped smash his team's way to victory, encouraged on by both his friends and the presence of his father, returned from Nevada to support his son, the two of you happened across Logan's meeting with Mayor Hirsch, and you listened in. Logan was working on something out on the oil rigs, and through purchasing the structures on behalf of Town Hall, Mayor Hirsch would be covering up the evidence. But with the disappearance of both the black box and Bug, Gina felt compromised, and after putting significant pressure on Robert to sort this mess out, she drove away. But as Robert made to leave, and Jackie, you hid, Darla, you were not so lucky, and you were seen by a departing Robert. But thanks to a well-timed punch from you, not to mention a nose-breaking wrench thrown by Jackie, the two of you made off, though not before grabbing a briefcase from Logan's car. And as the two of you ran, back on the football pitch, as the school team celebrated their victory, Eli and Chloe, you saw a familiar figure stumble onto the pitch. Mr. Jenkins, bloodied and battered. And as he fell to the ground, the both of you running towards him, he told you that they had not only Jane, but they had the box too. And with that, a blackout swept across town, plunging Eden Falls into darkness once more. But, going back a day, Jane. You are taken from the Logan Country Club, thrown into a van, and you find yourself driven for an hour, maybe more, until eventually the sliding door of the van opens, and you are met by a familiar face, Matson, Robert Logan's head of security. Walkie-talkie in hand, he drags you from the van and leading you through what looks to be a large open warehouse. You can see corrugated walls, you can see high up windows and chains hanging from the ceiling, and you can see doors. Old doors, old offices, old closets, and you can see that one of these you are being dragged towards as you are thrown inside, and another man is thrown in after you. He is older. Late 20s, early 30s, a moustached man with green overalls and long brown hair, and he sits across from you as you look at this room you find yourself in. A single bulb hanging from the ceiling and flickering. There is a high up window off to one side, and the door closes behind you, locking you into this empty room. And the man opposite looks at you. What is your name?
Jane?
My name is Henry. Are you alright?
I mean, I think so. I'm not sure why we're here. I didn't realize our plan got so complicated. You're Jackie's friend.
Yes. Yeah, how do you know Jackie?
You know, we're like 2 out of 5.
I don't know what that means, but are you alright?
I mean, I think so. I don't know why we're in this room, though. Do you know why? I'm so confused where everybody is, because Elijah was, like, right there. And now we're here. So when is he gonna get us?
Eli, you say. When is Eli going to... Is this a friend of yours?
Yeah.
And... Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, as you are talking, you hear shouts from an adjacent room through the corrugated iron walls. It is muffled, and you can hear... as it just echoes through. And as you listen out, you can also hear from outside the soft sound of seagulls and the soft sound of waves in the distance.
What the hell? Did you hear that? Was that like a chinchilla? What's going on?
I'm not entirely sure. And you can see that his wrists are bound, as are yours, with handcuffs. Steel handcuffs. And you can see Henry just move across and... So, where did they take you from?
I don't know. I was drinking an all-nard polymer, and then I ended up here. But I don't really know why I have handcuffs on. I don't think I committed any crimes that were that big. Is there something we should be doing? I feel like I'm missing something, like information on why we're here.
Oh, you are unconscious for most of the journey, and you hear another slam from next door, and you just hear someone shout, "Tell me where the box is!" And then silence. And Henry looks across at you. Look, did you say you have people looking for you?
Yeah, no, my friends are 1,000,000% gonna be looking for me. I don't, feel like this place feels good anymore, though, and I think we should probably get out. And maybe we can go through the window or something, or maybe you can break these handcuffs off me. I don't know. I have a feeling we're not supposed to be here. I don't know how my friends would know if that I'm here.
Well, and as you say this, you hear something slam against the wall, and you see Henry just shudder forward as from the other room you hear, "And they have the box?" "Yes, yes. And the robot. What about the robot? I don't... Give us an answer! I think... Where's my dog? You will find out about your dog once you give us the information that we want. Where is it? You've been tracking it, haven't you? Yes! Tell us how to find it! And once again, you hear something slam in the opposite room, and Henry looks at you. I think that's a good idea. Can you reach the window? Can you reach the window at all?
Can I reach the window?
You can absolutely try. If you want to make a move check for me, please.
Okay.
You need 3 successes.
Okay. What I get? I can use my blesses, right?
Yeah, if
You
spend
absolutely
3,
can.
you
Okay, I'll spend 3.
Yeah.
So you are able to, as you're not quite able to reach it, but as you reach up, Henry comes over and offers his hands to you, and you're able to just balance, and with your handcuffs, you are actually able to hook yourself onto basically a latch on the bottom of the window, and you pull yourself up, and your feet are literally dangling as you look out, and you see the sun setting over a pier in the distance, on which you see Eden Falls Amusement Park. Roller coasters high up. You see a Ferris wheel as well, spinning round slowly, and you can hear the soft sound of cheers and screams and hoots and hollers. And between the amusement park and where you are, you see rows and rows of old warehouses. You also see on the other side of a window a quite sizable drop to the ground below.
How far of a drop?
Around 20 feet. It is high. You would also need to open the window as well.
Okay. I'll talk to Henry first, I guess. He could probably still hear me from up here, right?
He can, yep.
Okay. Henry, what should I do? If I'd fall, it was like 20 feet, but on the plus side, there's definitely like corn dogs like a couple feet in front of me. Well, not a couple, but there's an amusement park. So, I might break my limbs, but I also might be able to get a corn dog.
Oh, no,
What do I do?
No, don't do that, don't do that. And he sort of gestures for you to join him, and he's like, perhaps...
How about I give you a boost, and you break your legs?
I would rather not, if that's okay. And he stands, and you can see that as he moves, he already has quite a pronounced limp in his right leg, and I am not as mobile as you are, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll break mine. I'll just jump, and I like try to open the window and go out.
Okay, can you make a force check for me? You need 3 successes for me.
Okay. I'll accept whatever that is.
That's a 0.
Oh, okay, I'll accept it.
As you move up and you start to bring one of your handcuffed hands over towards, and then the latch itself, old and rusted, gives way and you fall down to the ground and you are injured. And I will say everything goes black. You wake up halfway during the night. Henry is gone, and the door is locked.
So I didn't even get out the window.
No, you are...
I just fell back.
You fell back, yeah. And you are alone in the dark room. The bulb above you is out, and you can hear muffled sounds from next door. Although one of the voices seems different now, and you recognize the timbre as being that of Henry's.
Well, what is he saying?
Make a comprehend check for me. You need 2 successes.
Okay.
1 success. Would you like to use a bless to try and up that, or?
I'll take 1.
Okay. So, you just hear, "Why have you been tracking us?" I have. I haven't. I have no idea what you're talking about. Then why was the radio signal coming from your shop? It was just mixed signals, a random frequency. I didn't know I was tracking anything. I promise it was just bleeps and sounds to me. I didn't understand any of it. Did you tell anyone? No, of course I didn't. Listen, that girl in the other room. Don't hurt her. Don't hurt her, whatever you do. You know her? Of course. No, I don't know her, but she's a kid, for God's sake. Alright. And you hear footsteps as the door to your room is unlocked. And as it opens, you see Henry stood there, and a man in a suit behind just push him inside and fall next to you as the door is closed once more, and the lock closed. And Henry looks up at you and smiles weakly. How are you doing? You've got quite a bump on your head.
Yeah, I don't feel really good, and from what I just heard, did they say they are gonna hurt me? What did they say in there?
They weren't clear. Although I heard two of them talking whilst you were out, and I think, I think your friends have something of importance to them. And I think they're gonna offer you up.
Like I'm like a hostage kind of guy, and then they give them the $1 million and they trade.
Yes,
What if my friends don't want to trade me? What if they want whatever they have more? And then I'm stuck here.
I'm sure that's not the case.
I don't think they like me enough to do that. And then I'm gonna be stuck here. I don't like this, Henry. I really don't like this. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to. I don't know what to do. This isn't good, Henry. Like, we're gonna probably die. Like, this is the end of my life, and I didn't ever get to do anything that cool in my whole life, and it's over.
Jane.
I did find four-leaf clover once. But I didn't really do a lot of things on my bucket list, and I'm too young to go.
Well, Jane, tell me what's on your bucket list.
Eat 6 sandwiches in one day. Find Florida on a map.
Okay.
Climb the Grand Canyon or whatever. There's a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And now we're just not gonna make it. And now they're just all gonna be gone. Win at the Olympics, at least a bronze. I don't play sports though, so that one's kind of dumb.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you could probably carry a torch of some kind.
Not if I don't get out of here. Because why would they save me? I'm not a save-worthy person, you know? Like, if it was Chloe or if it was Jackie, like, of course. But, like, why would... They're not going to come back for me. They probably didn't even know that I'm gone. They probably didn't even notice. They're probably not even going to ever come. And I'm going to stay here, and then I'm going to starve, and they don't have a bathroom here, so I'm going to wet myself like I'm 4 years old. And that's how I'm going to die. Isn't it?
Look, Jane, you said that you know Jackie, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, I have known Jackie and their mom and dad for some time. And he leans back against the wall. And I have to say, I have never known a kinder family. And I guarantee you, if your friends are anything like Jackie, they will be looking for you. They will have put the word out and they'll be coming for you.
Are you sure? What if they're just all sleeping in their beds right now and they forgot about me? They probably finished the whole mission and they just forgot about me.
Oh, no. I mean, I've only known you for less than a day, and I can already tell that you're the brains of the organization.
I don't know. What are we supposed to do, Henry? What are we supposed to do? I'm gonna die covered in piss.
Well, The piss, I can
So
help with
bathrooms, there's no toilets. I thought in jails that we shared a toilet, but there's none.
There's a bucket over there, and thanks to my allergies, I have quite a few tissues in my pocket, so...
Okay, we'll have to go soon, and you're gonna have to look the other way.
And I promise I will. And as for dying, Jane, I promise you, I will do my best to look after you so long as we are here, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alright. I'm
gonna go piss now.
I'll look the other way, okay?
Thank you.
And Henry moves to the other side. And as the sound of water in a bucket slowly drifts out of the window of the warehouse, you are in there for the next day. You and Henry both left alone. And day becomes night, and the sound of the amusement park shuts down once more. Day comes. For an interminably long period of time, sun shines through the window until softly it begins to set again. And you hear once more voices. Voices late into the evening, as a large sound of a door opening emanates from the other side of the wall that you are behind, and you hear a car driving in. A car door slams outside, and you hear hurried footsteps in, and once again you hear muffled voices. One you have become accustomed to. The man who has been questioning people in the other room. The other, you do not recognize. But your friends, were they here, almost certainly would. Sir, what happened to your face? Where did you tell the kids to meet you? Nearby, the same place I was meeting the goddamn mayor? I thought it would be easier if we kept everything contained into one space that we could control. You dolt! Two of them decided to scope out the area. They saw me. They might have seen the mayor. They threw a wrench at my face. They broke my fucking nose, and they took my files. When is the exchange? Within the next hour. Good! I want to be there. Let's put an end to this once and for all. The girl? And what about the other one? Throw him in the van too. And you hear footsteps coming over to your door, Jane. As the door opens, and Matson, head of Robert Logan's security, stands there, as over his shoulder, in the distance, you see a man in a red burgundy suit, face bloodied, mouth covered in dried, blackened blood. As Matson steps forward and begins dragging you towards an open black van in the middle of the warehouse. Is there anything that you are doing or trying to do as you are being dragged across?
Jane's just gonna let it happen because she's scared of being aggressive with people that are dangerous.
Okay. I have also become aware that we have hit a supernatural event. So I'm gonna just pop that in my pocket for now as we move across town to the football stadium. The crowd are panicked as Eden Falls is in darkness once more. You can hear people in the stadium all around screaming, and as Eli and Chloe, you crouch over Mr. Jenkins, who is lying there on the football pitch. You can hear voices all around. And Chloe, you hear John going, where's the old man? Where is... And you hear someone else going, someone get on the phone to the sheriff's office! Make sure he doesn't go anywhere! Get him off my pitch! And you can hear people running around as... Eli, you see in amongst the crowd, your family, just standing up and looking around as well. Everything is chaos. No one can see a thing except for you and Chloe, considering your proximity. And Chloe, you can see that Artie is beginning to push his way through the crowd towards where the two of you are. Mr. Jenkins reaches up to you, Chloe, and just grabs a hold of your sleeve and... I'm badly hurt. And you can see that he is fading.
Eli, we have to move him. We can't stay here.
Do we pick him up? Do we not? I don't know. I didn't pay attention in health class.
We can pick him up. Okay, we're gonna pick him up, and then
okay.
So sorry, just to clarify. Sorry, Ed. Is there like, are we like fully in the enclosed pitch, or is there like an opening to like the forest or something, or?
Make a comprehend check for me. You need 2 successes.
Oh God. Okay.
Can I also roll for this too?
Yeah. Can Eli help me maybe?
Absolutely. Yeah.
0 successes. Any of those better? No, I can't. All right. I am not. We are just silly little empty brain bimbos over here.
Nothing. Oh, we don't know anything.
So
one success.
I would say, with that, Eli, the only way out that you would know would be through the locker room. And I will say, with 1 success, you also know you are going to have to make your way through the crowds that are currently on the pitch, which includes the football team and, among their number, John.
Okay, Chloe, plan. Hear me out. Do you have your racket? Your that thing.
Yeah,
okay.
back.
I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna walk backwards so people don't run into him, and I need you to swat at everyone in front of us, and we are going to just go through this crowd. I don't know what else to do. He knows what's up. He's bleeding. We got to do this.
Okay, yeah. I can do that. I probably won't swat. I might just move, but that sounds good. Yeah, we can do that.
Don't be afraid to swat. If you have to swat, we swat.
Okay, yeah, I'll swat a bitch. Yeah, okay.
So, Chloe, can you make a swat a bitch check, which I'm going to make whatever type of body check you want to take, the higher your success will make Eli, the sneak roll I'm going to ask you, easier. So, Chloe, if you can make whatever kind of body check you'd like to make.
So that's a 1, but I'm going to use 2 of my blesses to make it, on my 2 5s to make it 3 successes.
Let's
Amazing.
Go.
In that case, Eli's sneak, you only need 1 success.
Here we go. Let's go, 1 success.
So, Chloe, as you move forward, just kind of like... at everyone and sort of moving people aside, Eli, you just pick up this frail old man, and it's only with your arms around him you realize quite how frail he is as you just move him through, and you hear Artie catching up with you and go, hey, can I do anything to help at all?
We gotta go.
You just go have fun. There's hot dogs. No one's watching them right now, I bet. The hot dog section? No eyes on that.
Okay, really, and as you're moving towards Eli, you just kick in the door of the locker room, and you enter. As Chloe, you follow, and Artie, confused, sort of, okay, and he comes in with you as the doors shut behind you, and the sounds of screaming slowly fade out. Where are the two of you going? The locker rooms do lead towards the main body of the school as well. It is entirely up to you where you go.
Do we know what kind of injuries he has, or do we have to,
I will allow either one of you to make an empathize check for me, please.
I was really close to him when he first collapsed, so maybe I should... I've got 1 in empathize.
Or, I will say... or contact. Empathy or contact, whichever you would rather roll.
Oh,
I have it.
3 successes.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
I will say, Chloe, you can tell that he has been beaten quite badly. There are lacerations, but you can tell that this is just from repeated beatings. He is an old man. It has taken its toll on him. He will be okay with rest, but he is very hurt.
Okay, I think we need to get him somewhere just like where he can just be still, you know? I heard him being on the move is very good. So
he doesn't need a splint. He doesn't need anything like that. I'm
No,
okay.
I don't think so. Do you want a splint, Mr. Jenkins?
They have your friend, Jane. They have. Oh.
Okay, he doesn't want a splint. No on the splint.
Okay.
Okay.
You tell me where to go, and I will take this lovely old man. We gotta move. He's not doing well.
Okay, I think nurse's office because they closed that, but also the nurse is like I think she goes up for smoke breaks like a lot, and so I think that she doesn't really lock the door every time, and I think that she might have left it unlocked by accident.
Even if not, I'm kicking it down. Even if not, I'm kicking
exactly.
He's getting kind of heavy. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
As you run off, Chloe, you notice that Artie is stood there just staring at Mr. Jenkins, and you can see his eyes are wide with fear, even as Eli picks him up and starts to run off with him. And even as he does so and you make to leave, you can see that Artie is rooted to the spot and just...
Hey, Artie. I'm gonna look back to make sure that Eli's going in like the right direction, and then look back at Artie. Hey, you don't have to be here. It's okay. This is a bit intense, and you're already, Darla would kill me, just in general, but also would kill me if anything happened to you. So.
No, if I can be useful, I will. I just, Mr. Jenkins kind of, it kind of, freaks me out a bit, but
where does he freak you out?
Well, and can you make a comprehend check for me as he just rubs his chest and goes, well, last time he saw me, he shot me.
Oh yeah.
I am not comprehending a single thing, I'm afraid.
And he just sort of looks at you but Darla said he was okay, that he wasn't as bad as all, so I trust her. I just
he's just
how
a
can
bit, I think he's just a bit weird, but I think he's fine. You know, the whole getting fired thing was probably actually good for him, really. Like, you know, he's really grown as a person since then, it seems like. And Darla's got really picky, so he, I think he's okay. And Eli is safe with him, so.
Can you make a lead check for me, please?
Ooh. I'm honestly just like on such a roll right now with these really good checks, so I'm excited for yet another, which is a 1. But I could hit a bless to make that 5 so that it's 2 successes.
He seems to swell a little bit, and looking at you, he goes, okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do to help, and I will. Okay.
Could you, how's your leg and stuff?
My leg's fine. It's just, occasionally it hurts to breathe.
Oh, that one. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's lots of injuries. It's hard. Okay. Could you just keep an eye on John if you see him doing anything? And if you see him doing anything really weird or going anywhere really weird, can you just run back to the nurse's office and look for us again?
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt or spotted or in trouble or killed or anything.
Okay, cool. And with that, he just makes to the entrance of the locker room, and you just hear the door as he heads on out, and you presumably run straight to the nurse's office?
Yes.
As you do, I need you, I need Darla, and I need Jackie all to make body checks for me, please.
Where's the metal-plated bomb shelter of the nurse's office is protecting Eli from something? What the?
Yeah, wait. I'm safe from this roll. Let's go.
How many successes do we need?
Body?
Body, we'll see. You don't need a set amount of successes. This is just to see what happens.
That's so scary.
I don't like that. Wait, I'm also cursed, so I really can't succeed.
So, as Chloe, you run, your sneakers echoing throughout the school corridors as you rush towards the nurse's office, you start to hear similar sounds running down the corridor, and you see shadows moving round the corner. And before you can stop, as you start skidding round the corner, Darla just runs face into you, and Jackie, you sort of domino effect, like bump into the back of Darla as well, as Jackie and Chloe fall to the floor, and Darla, you just see your friends collapsing either side of you.
Where are you going? Oh, come on, y'all. We don't have time for this. And Darla's bending down and grabbing Jackie's arm to lift her up, and at the same time grabbing Chloe's.
Any new places on my head that get hit? Is my forehead really like that? Thank you, guys.
And as this is happening, Eli, I need you to make a force move for me as you are met with a locked door. You need 2 successes.
Here we go. 2 successes.
Yay!
The three of you just hear a as the door just collapses to the ground, and you turn and you just see Eli's shadow coming into the nurse's office from where the 3 of you are, and it is around 50 minutes until the trade-off. What are you all doing?
Where's Artie?
Oh, he's, I sent him back to the pitch to...
Why?
Well, because he wanted to help out, and I didn't want him to be in danger, and
He shouldn't be alone.
And he also, Mr. Jenkins makes him nervous as well.
I'm covering Mr. Jenkins' unconscious's ear so he doesn't hear this.
Why shouldn't he be alone? I'm sorry, I didn't know he was a target for anyone except...
He's always an easy target.
Well, I don't think everyone's out to get him unless he's
That's
around.
not what I mean.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's whatever. And she's got this, she's got a briefcase next to her side. She has blood on her face. It's not hers. But you don't know that.
Chloe is like checking her forehead and like looking at Jackie to see if Jackie's bleeding, and then looks back at Darla. Darla?
What?
You got something like there, like, is that, do you know that you have?
It's dried, so she can't get it off, so she has no idea what you're pointing at.
Oh, that... I might have hit Mr. Logan with a wrench in the face.
Oh, is it blood? Yeah, that's probably his.
John's dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to attack Darla.
How did you reach up that high?
I threw
That's
it.
amazing.
From
You threw it?
From a little bit away, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
so
that's actually really
cool.
impressive. But we should get going. What happened to him?
Guys,
She's turning around.
dying old man, over here.
He's not dying. He's
I don't know.
fine. He's okay. He's okay. Mr. Jenkins, can we get you anything, or are you okay to just like lay there for a sec?
Oh, your friend. They have your friend. And
Exactly, my sister. But you don't.
I tried, but they got me to tell them everything. Oh, they know all about you, and they know about the box, and they know where it is, and...
Darla looks at
Wait.
Jackie.
Jackie, it's the box, we put it in your garage, right? And if they know where it is,
Did they say anything about Jackie, about the Elliots, Mr. Jenkins?
They forced me. Yesterday, they forced me to track down the box. I took them to your friend's house. Your mom. And he looks at you, Jackie. She wasn't there. She wasn't there, but as they were cracking the safe, I ran. I didn't go to the lab. I didn't want to leave them there, so I came to the only place I thought someone would believe me, and I came to the football game. But they have your friend. And you see he is fading quite badly at this stage.
Okay, where is she? Where's Jane?
She's by the warehouses near the amusement park, but I have to warn you.
We just were. We didn't see her though.
The trade. They're gonna ask you to trade. You are walking into a trap. They want to silence you. They want to silence you all.
What's the plan for the trap? Like, what are they gonna do when we walk in the trap?
I don't know, but they're not gonna give up your friend easily. That much I know. Oh.
Whoa. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Hold on.
Jackie,
Wait.
we need that brain blast. We know you're so smart, Jackie, please.
We've got Bug. They want Bug. They're not going to give up Jane. We need something else.
I have
What
the
if
files.
we take Mr. Logan's son?
You
John?
A body for a body. A person for a person.
I'm into
you
it.
Alright.
want us to
like
kidnap
we-
little John?
Well, in our eyes, it would be kidnapping, but in his eyes, it'd be going on a date with Chloe.
Oh my God, Jackie.
That is the
Jackie,
best.
you're brilliant! And I just lug you up into the air with a big hug. You are the smartest!
I've never been this tall.
As you're saying this, Darla, you hear footsteps coming round the corner as Artie just comes round and, hey, oh,
Hi. Well,
Darla.
wait, I thought you were supposed to be with... Where was he supposed to be, Chloe?
Darla,
Outdoors.
Artie just immediately and instinctively just wraps his arms around you, Chloe, Darla, and just holds you and,
No,
so glad to see you.
no, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Okay. John is on his way. The rest of the team, he's gone on ahead, but I think he's coming this way. I think he's planning on driving home or something. I think he was saying. They're mentioning something about a beach party at the weekend. I don't know if that's important now, but he's on his way.
That's so helpful. Thank you, Audie. That's really helpful. Oh my
Chloe, it's
goodness.
your time
Thank you
to
for noticing
shine.
that. It's my time to shine? Oh, cool. Well, I get like a big hug afterwards because everyone's getting hugs.
Oh, and Artie just sort of goes, oh yeah, and reaches forward and just gives you a squeeze and just steps back and.
I can avoid his ribs. Okay, well, do I go out? Do we all go out? No, you guys shouldn't go out. No offense. Do I go out to get John and you guys stay here with Mr. Jenkins?
Well, Jackie had... I don't know, ask him on a date.
I've already asked him on a date. So I just gotta double.
That's
Move
right.
up the
You were
timeline
planning
now.
this.
Move up the timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, say, wow, congrats on your win. It just makes me want to take you out even more.
Amusement park. We can go to
Amusement park.
Yeah, to celebrate the win, right?
That's
Right.
perfect because that's where we're
We
Going?
will probably have to tell him at some point that we are going to use him.
This
Because
is all on you, Jackie.
Yep. All right.
This is all
You're
on
my
you.
guy in the chair, okay? Like the guy in the chair in the back of my mind.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna invite him a date, amusement park, and he's gonna get in. Wait, how are we getting there? What car do I get him in? How are we getting to the thing?
We have what, like an hour, Ed?
You
I
have
got the
45
40
minutes.
45
now.
minutes.
I could get in his car, and then you guys all also jump into his car, and then
You
make
get into
it-
his car, and then we'll ambush the car, and all get in the car, and that's when we break it to him that
Nice.
we're going to use him in a trade.
Okay. I could do this. I could.
I'll
I could
meet
get
you
him
at
to,
the
like,
amusement park.
drive somewhere alone with me. You're going to the amusement park? You don't want to come in the car?
No, I don't.
Okay. She like flips her head upside down and like flips her hair back up, so it's like extra volume in it. How do I look?
Like KO Chloe.
All right. I have so many head injuries.
And as Chloe,
this, Chloe.
as Chloe steps out across town, Jane, as you are piled into the van, a figure steps in front of you. The man in the burgundy suit. And you see that now he has tissues shoved up his nostrils. You could see that this is clearly a man who is usually very put together, but he looks disheveled. His normally perfectly combed hair is a mess, and you see that his tie is now undone as he steps forward and leans on the van. Do you know who I am?
You're the boogery guy with boogers in your nose, so you have tissue in them. I can't take you seriously with those in your nose, I'm sorry. If you're gonna kill me, just do it.
I'm not gonna kill you, Jane.
Then spit it out, okay? I'm getting really impatient, and you're all wasting my time. Do you know who I am? This isn't a villain movie, okay, where you have a speech. Just say what you want to say, mister.
Okay, Jane. I tell you what I'll do. And he reaches into his pocket and brings out a checkbook. And he just writes his signature and hands it over to you.
I don't even look at it, and I crumple it up and throw it.
Your parents are divorced, aren't they, Jane?
Yep, they don't love each other anymore. Surprise!
It happens. Your dad is unemployed, yes? Okay, good. How would your dad like a job, Jane?
It depends on the job. He's not gonna go for some stupid job where he has to wear a suit like that.
Would he like a well-paid job, where he doesn't need to wear a suit, Jane?
Baby, but you're saying it in a way that makes me think it's not really a good job. You're kind of scary.
And he steps back and just sort of wipes his chin a little bit, and you can tell he is really trying to hold it together as he just... Okay, Jane, I'm going to make this very, very simple for you. I can offer your dad a job, which I'm assuming would make him happy, which I'm assuming would make you happy as well. And I'm willing to offer you a blank check. You can write any amount on it you would like. Your friends have something that I want, and I want them to give it to me. If you can help make that happen, I can help you. Do you understand me, Jane?
So you want me to be a traitor to my friends that might not even be coming to save me, because I'm not really at the top of the friend chain, so...
What do you mean?
I don't really care about a check, and neither does my dad. He's awesome because he doesn't care about what anybody thinks, and he doesn't need a fancy job. He doesn't need money, so no, I don't want your dumb check. I don't even know how to fill them out. There's way too many blank little areas.
Okay. I tried. And he stands up and he just closes the door, and you hear a on the side as the car begins to start up and starts to drive. And Henry looks at you. You're a better person than I am.
Why?
Not many people who would turn down a blank check.
I mean, there's a lot more cooler things than checks. Like, what if he offered me, I don't know, a lion that could speak French or something? Maybe I could consider it. But he offered me nothing of value to me. Just
You're
saying.
right. For someone who has run business, he doesn't know how to negotiate very well.
Sure doesn't.
And as the van begins to drive off, Chloe, as you step round the corner, and once again the sound of crowds in the distance, you see a shape moving through the dark corridors towards you as John begins to approach. He has shed most of his football gear, but you can still see, even in the darkness, that dirt covers his face as he walks forward.
John!
Oh, hey, Chloe. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm a little bit dizzy, but other than that, good.
Good.
How are you? The game was amazing.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, it was fine. And he starts to walk off.
You're very like mature. Like you're like too mature sometimes. You kind of talk like a businessman sometimes.
I must get it from my dad.
Well, has anyone actually ever told you that you look like a young Tom Selleck?
I mean, I have been trying to grow my mustache, so.
I think you look really good with a mustache. I think you look great with a mustache. But that's the thing, John, is you're a little bit like a Higgins when like you should be like a Magnum, you know?
So what would being a Magnum entail?
Well, obviously he's like super luxurious. He only does like his job when he's like really feeling like it, when he wants to help people, you know what I mean? Instead of people telling him what to do. I think he goes on dates with like really pretty girls sometimes as well. So, mustache is going good, but if in any of those areas you think you could be improving as well, you could.
Chloe, I've had a really, really long and very disappointing day. So if there's something that you want to say, just say it.
Do you want to go hang out instead of sitting in the disappointment feeling?
Make a charm check for me. You need 2 successes.
You have a lot of pluses.
Can I take this fail as long as I get to do another check later, maybe? Does it fail the whole scenario?
You can re-roll if you would like.
I could re-roll. Okay. 2 successes.
He looks at you and... Yeah, that might be nice. Yeah, fuck it, yeah.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry if I've been weird recently. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and for as packed as a stadium can be, it if the right people aren't in the crowd, it can feel like you're playing to an empty field,
I get that. I mean, what sort of stuff do you have going on, though? I feel like, do you have a lot going on, or do other people have a lot going on, and they're just taking it out on you?
A little bit of both. And you see his hand just instinctively rub his bruised cheek, and he just... So, where are you thinking of going?
I was thinking of just driving around for a bit, maybe, if you wanted to. We could talk about how you're feeling, or we could talk about it a little bit now, before we go driving, as well.
No, I think fresh air would do me good.
So, I had a question. Why do you want to hang out with me?
Make either contact or lead. I will allow you to do either.
Gotta go with contact. That's a 2.
He looks at you and look, I'm gonna be real honest with you. Initially, I was trying to find out some stuff that I thought maybe you might have seen the night of the party, but I've been fucking up left, right, and center, and apparently I shouldn't have been looking into stuff. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, you've always seemed nice, so I while initially, sorry, I'm not good at talking.
But initially it was for like a big scheme plan thing, but then you actually liked me?
Well, I
Just like as a person, obviously.
yeah, no, I mean, you seem cool, and Brad wouldn't fucking shut up about you, and you seem nice, and you. But yeah, no. So full disclosure, sorry that I was approaching it like a scheme, like you said.
Your dad has kidnapped my sister, and I'd really like it if you could please help me with that. Please. I'm sorry. I was she kidnapped my sister, and I actually liked you, but then I was just now doing it because of a scheme thing, and then you said that, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the reverse, and maybe you like me enough to not do schemes, or you like me more than your dad's schemes, and you could help me out with that, please. Sorry. Did you know that he kidnapped my sister? You didn't know that, right?
And you all, from round the corner, hear the silence that comes afterwards. And Chloe, I'm gonna need you to make either a charm or a lead check, and I am not gonna tell you what successes you need to hit.
One second. I just gotta do some maths.
Mm-hmm.
Got, yep. So I've got.
I'd like to make a body check.
Got 2 successes on that one.
Got 2 successes. He looks you up and down as the rest of you hear this silence hanging in the air. Do you know where she is?
I asked you a question first, or a couple of them. Okay, did you know that your dad kidnapped my sister? You
No,
answer that truthfully, I'll tell you.
No, I had no fucking idea. What do you mean he fucking kidnapped the
her,
kid?
Fucking tied her up, must have gagged her, or else we would have had her for sure, and then threw her in the back of a van, kidnapped her. And
Well,
yes,
I didn't know you had a sister. What?
Oh, I do have a sister, yes. You probably don't know her.
Does she go here? It's not important. So, wait. So sorry. My dad kidnapped someone. That was one question. No. No. God. No. I had no idea.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. But yeah, he did that, and I thought that if I talked to you tonight, that you could come help me with it, or that I would make you come help me with it, because I like you a lot, but I like my sister more, and I didn't know how much you were in on what your dad was doing, and I hope it's not a lot, because I think you're a lot. I don't think you're better than that, but I think you can be better than that.
So you were gonna make me? How?
I was gonna seduce you into it.
I mean, you had me going up until you accused me of being part of kidnapping.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. I'd love to practice more sometime when my sister's not kidnapped.
Well, we can maybe talk about it. Where is she then, and how can I help?
Okay, but you helping? There's a lot there. That's kind of loaded. How about this? You can come with me to where she is, but I have a lot of friends that are helping me, and they don't like you, and they don't like your dad, and I think that it might be best if you pretend you don't know what we're doing? Like if we just pretend that I tricked you.
Well, who doesn't like me?
How long do you have? You know, not a lot of time. My sister's kidnapped. They don't. You did put one of my friends' dads in jail, so that's one. You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
fuck.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing as this conversation is happening?
I'm peeking around the corner.
Can you make a sneak check for me?
I'm also peeking around the corner.
It's like switching around. You
I
see
will
Chloe
say-
doing this back and forth.
With the amount of people peeking round, you all need 3s. This is not subtle.
Is this sneak?
Oh, I'm gonna spend
just
a
a
bless to get a success.
Just a quick question. They're all gonna ride out there, yeah? Because of time's sake.
It's still sounding quite panicked out there, yeah.
Okay, Darla would have left then to run, because she's not gonna ride in the car with y'all.
So
That is so
you will be passing this scene unless you've run off earlier.
Yeah, earlier. Like, as soon as we were talking about it before John showed up.
Okay. So with Darla having gone, Jackie, you're able to dart back, but Eli, you are in full view as John just looks at you and
Can I try to like go back but just smack my face on the wall?
And then I want Jackie to snatch him back. Did they see you?
I don't know. I think I'm good. Just a knot.
Totem pole. Like, you've got Jackie at the bottom and Eli at the top, and Artie's like in the middle, I guess.
Totally smooth. I'm pretty sure we're good. And I like dented the locker.
Sparrow? What?
Little John. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Are you one of the people that doesn't like me?
And I like look at Chloe.
I didn't say that.
Did you insinuate that?
I didn't mean to.
All right, Little John. Here's the thing. You put my friend's dad in jail. How am I supposed to like
And
you?
then-
What the-
And Jackie will peek out at that and like kick the toe of her shoe on the floor.
I'm just going, and like point down.
I'm fuck. I'm really sorry. I was trying to cover for my dad, and the robot was. And at this point, all of the lights in the school come on, and Darla, as you are, I'm assuming you're rushing towards where the trade-off is going to be happening.
Yeah, if that's where they had decided.
You see street lamps slowly begin to go across town as you see Eden Falls once again light up as you continue to run. As John stands there in the school, he can barely look at you, Jackie, and I just with the robot, and I saw your dad there, and I didn't really understand what was but I thought it was an easy fix, and that's and that's on me. I understand.
It is
if you
on
hate
you.
me.
Like, I don't hate you. You just took stuff from me that I can't get back, and every second you're taking more. So I feel like you do have a debt to repay by helping us.
So where are we driving?
To the amusement park, and then a little bit back to the warehouses by the amusement park.
Okay. Let's go. And he starts to head on out towards his car.
I'm gonna walk ahead a little bit and catch up to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
Hey,
Jackie.
John boy, come here. And I just like bring him close. If we don't fucking fix this, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. I know we were friends, but you fucked with my friends, my real friends. And I don't care how much money your dad has. I don't care how much you think you have here. We will fucking fix this or you're done.
He just looks at you, and you just see in the corner of his eye a small tear beginning, and he just... Yeah, my life's been hell a while. And he just shrugs off and starts walking off, and as he does so, he just goes, but yeah, I get it. I get
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and look back and be like, yeah, you're on our side now. We got this.
And with that, he heads on outside as the sound of the crowds in the distance has quieted by now. And getting in the car, he starts up, and yes, Chloe.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No.
We when I'm with Jackie, could we have a bit where we get Artie somewhere safety, or like, ooh, wait, we have a scene with Artie and Mr. Jenkins in the nurse's office. I think this could be good.
Artie is stood there just as Mr. Jenkins is propped up on one of the chairs, and you're seeing him kind of leaning forward a little bit as Artie just stands there like,
Hey.
hey.
We're gonna go.
Oh, you're leaving. Okay.
Yes.
But
the whole
maybe it'd be good if you stayed here with Mr. Jenkins, Artie.
And he looks at Mr. Jenkins, who's just, yeah, I can do that. Shall I take him somewhere, or
do you? Oh, wait, yeah, we don't know anyone that can like get him. Do we call an ambulance? Do you think, Jackie? What do we do?
Well, there's usually like an ambulance around for football games, so there's probably going to be an ambulance on the field somewhere, even though the game just ended.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can find anyone and try and keep him out of harm's way.
And Artie, I mean, it's not my place, but it might help you a little if you apologize to Mr. Jenkins for that thing that's weighing on you. And like, what better time? And he can't really do anything to you, but he can listen.
Can you make a lead check for me, please, Jackie? You need 3 successes. You are asking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a suggestion.
Darla took blame for it already.
Can I, instead of Mika maybe having to use blesses, can Chloe do something to try and help?
Oh, I can't even get 3 successes because I only have 2 dice to roll.
Oh, okay. Definitely. Can Chloe say something to try and help?
You can try, yeah.
Okay. Chloe's gonna step a little bit closer to Artie, even though they're already quite close. It's a very cramped nurse's office. I saw you when you meddled with Mr. Jenkins' thing. I didn't say anything because you were Jane's friend, but I saw you, and I could have stopped it. And Mr. Jenkins lost his job, and it's our fault, and it's Jane's fault, and it sucks, but I'm a good person, Jane's a good person, you're a good person, and Mr. Jenkins isn't nearly as scary as thinking of yourself as a bad person is. So, just apologize to him, and even if he doesn't forgive you, you gotta forgive yourself, right?
Can you make a lead check for me? You only need 1 success.
2.
He looks at you and he nods. I'll get him to safety and yeah, I'll talk with him.
Darla would be really proud of you.
Maybe.
I think that she would. Maybe it would take her a couple years, but then, like when she's like 20, she might look back and think, oh, that was really cool, that thing you did, Artie. Because you'll be going to college together and everything, I bet.
I don't think she'd ever admit it. Like, she's not going to admit a lot of things, but I think she'd be proud.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad I got that bit right at least. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting her.
Look, whatever happens, just obviously make sure Jane gets back okay, but look out for Darla as well. I think when she's looking out for people that she cares about, she tends not to care for herself, so
Kind of gets tunnel vision. Yeah.
Is there anything that helps pull her back? Like ground her or anything? Other than you.
No, just make sure she doesn't do anything stupid.
Right.
We're gonna do some stupid stuff, I'll be honest. But
Okay, well, temper it a bit, okay?
okay.
Rat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Come on, Mr. Jenkins, and he starts to get him up and. Oh, yeah, no, I feel the same way. Okay, let's go. And he starts to just hobble down the corridor with him as the two of you, I'm assuming, go and join John in the car.
Yes, and I give Jackie a big pat on the back for the John stuff.
Okay. So, you get in the car and you drive. And, Darla, as you are running, you see that waiting closer towards the warehouse, Linda, the German Shepherd, is standing there, just waiting, and you can
Has she
hear...
just been there the whole time?
Seems to be. As you hear a car pulling up behind you, and you see Jackie, Chloe, Eli, and in the driver's seat, John, pull up next to you.
Before they got there, could she have, sitting with Linda, behind the warehouse, looked at these files? Or, opened the briefcase, because she didn't know they were files at first.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you can, to open, can you make either a sneak or actually, I'll say a tinker, if you're trying to open it, or a force move.
Why do I even try?
There
we go, one.
So, you are able to break it open, and as you do so, inside, you see brown files. You open them up, and you see something called Project Black Box. Sifting through the files, you see papers containing details of a robot. A robot that is simply called Model TBB. An experimental model designed for carrying anti-magnetrine technology into unfamiliar and hostile environments. And attached to this, you see blueprints for a small bipedal robot. Bug. And you see photos. Pictures of Bug restrained and panicked. Nodes all around him, along with notes. As predicted, model unaffected by localized EMP. Reprogramming of nearby robotics successful. Wider reach possible? ? You also see images of the black box, and a number of notes, origin uncertain, effects on robotics favorable, delivery into enemy territories by Model TBB possible, ready for replication at unit base, transport by end of week. And as you hear the car pulling up behind you, you find one final file that is full of blueprints for other robots. Larger robots. Much larger. As John and the others pull up next to you.
She would, is that all that is in this, or are there another assortment of just like files and stuff that she hadn't read?
There is a lot of redacted stuff in there, but for the most part, that is most of what you glean. That's the important stuff.
Then she would take that information and put it in her bag, but that way there's still weight in the briefcase. So that's it.
Okay. The car pulls up next to you, and you can see the warehouses just off in the distance, and you can see that the amusement park has started up again as the roller coasters start and the Ferris wheel begins to move in the distance. And you can hear the sound of gulls and waves in the distance.
So what I was thinking, guys, was I just like pop out the little tape I had playing in the car. What I was thinking was, John, you get the biggest vote on this one, but we are a team, so they get to vote too, and then so will Darla. I think it would be good if you just pretend that you don't know what's going on. If you're like, oh no, help, Dad.
Okay. I did a bit of acting when I was younger. I was Joseph in the Nativity. I can do that.
Exactly like that. Yeah. Also, Darla doesn't know that you're in on this, so you would have to explain that to her also, because she won't believe the Joseph from Nativity play.
Okay, cool. And as this is happening, Darla, you can see in the distance 2 black vans pull up on the gravel between the rows and rows of warehouses as they come to a stop. And you also see that behind them is a familiar silver car, the one belonging to Robert Logan. And upon seeing this, you can see in the driver's seat of his car, John tense up a little.
Have y'all gotten out of the vehicle yet?
Not yet, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
Okay. She's just looking back and forth. Can the black vans see John's car?
Make a comprehend check.
All right. A 1.
They don't seem to have noticed at this point, but you do see in the distance, and I will say all of you see this, one of the van doors open as Jane. You see Matson outside, having pulled the door, and he looks at you. You're up. Come on.
Me? I'm up?
Yep, come on. Step outside.
And I walk towards wherever he tells me to go to.
He just grabs your handcuffs and begins to lead you out. And you see that Henry is still in the van, and he just looks at you and he just whispers, "Just shout if you need anything, okay?" As the rest of you see Jane being led out into the middle of the gravel.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the car and wave at Darla.
Why would y'all pull the car up this close?
Oh. Because we stole John's car when he kidnapped him.
He's driving it.
They can't
Yeah.
see that.
I can see.
They can't see.
We convinced him to drive through
Eli's gonna get out of the car and like go to the driver's side and pull John out.
Oh, okay.
Just go with it.
Time to act, buddy. And I just kind of like crank his arm behind it.
Oh, okay. Are we
Can I
method
tell
acting?
John is
Fucking
acting?
hell.
We're gonna make this believable.
John is not acting this as he just okay.
Eli is
he
not
just-
acting anymore either.
How does this look, Darla? What do you think?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull duct tape out of my bag and slap it on John's face.
Okay, wait, hang on. Wait. Jackie. And Chloe's gonna like lift it off of
Chloe,
like, his
they
face
could
and
they
readjust
could
it.
you
I'm gonna like adjust it just away from his bruise. I like they do like she starts to pull it off and John's like, wow, and then she's like slaps it back down, but it's not on the bruise side.
I'm crew.
Wait. Do it to his hands.
Okay.
His hands up.
starts
I'm
wrapping
just
it
holding
around
his arms back.
Darla's enjoying
We do his
this.
ankles too.
No,
No, I
he's
can't
not
do it.
a lot.
I'm not carrying this man.
No, it's fine. We can drag him.
Wait,
So-
wait. I'm gonna ruffle up John's hair.
He just is at this stage. He's not amused. He's just looking around at all of you and.
You
And
look great.
so you see Jane off in the distance. You hear the amusement park to the other direction. What are all of you doing?
Do we want all of us seen, or do we want some of us flanking? Because I'm pretty sure they're smart enough to have people on the outside as well.
I think I'd like to be flanking, maybe. Or should I be there? What do you think?
Chloe, for the sake of how I'm gonna rough this man up, I think you should also be flanking.
Okay.
And I'll be with Eli.
Yeah, Jackie, I need you. You're so much smarter than me. You have to keep me level-headed here as I'm just cranking John's arm up a bit.
Hey, Jackie, can I have my switchblade?
Oh, that's what that was?
Yes.
I've been carrying. That's illegal. And she's gonna hand it to
Not
you.
really. Just on school grounds, but you don't have to tell anybody. And she takes it from you and she walks over to Chloe. You take the right side and she's handing you her switchblade. And you make sure nobody touches you.
Wait, what about you?
I can handle myself. And she looks pointedly at the bruise on your face from her.
And I will say, as you begin to make your approach, and Jane, you see shapes begin to move towards you. I'm going to implement the supernatural event. As Jane, the cuffs around you are made for adult hands. And as your friends walk towards you, you feel your right hand slowly begin to slip out of one of the handcuffs. So, as you approach, bring up the music. And as you hear the sound of the coastline and seagulls above, and in the distance, the sound of the amusement park, Jane, as you are brought forward and your wrists slowly begin to slip out of your right handcuff, I'm going to need to ask you to make a sneak check for me, please. You only need one success.
Use your pluses. You have a lot.
Good.
Yeah. You just need to use one bless.
Okay, use 5 of them.
No!
Yeah, do it.
Or whatever. Whatever we need.
If you use 5 of them,
If
you
you
could
use
get
3,
4 blesses. I mean, so 4 successes.
Yeah. You're like super sleuth. Honestly, the trade doesn't even have to happen. You're with us.
I'll just use
James is
1.
One. Nobody notices as you walk forward. Chloe and Darla, you are moving around the flanks, is that right?
Yes, I'm left side, Chloe's right side. Take that
I'm
side
gonna
as you
need-
will, depending on which direction you're looking.
I'm gonna need you both to make sneak checks for me. You need 2 successes.
Okay. Oh my god, I need to see how many blesses I have. I think it's none anymore.
I have 2 successes.
Okay,
Oh, good. That's good. Can I re-roll?
you can.
Yes. Good. That's even.
Use my knife. Stab him.
So, with a failure, you take a condition. I will say scared. You are scared. As Darla, you move round, but Chloe, as you try and sneak round the side, gravel falls from under your feet, and as it does so, you see next to one of the vans, Matson just turn and immediately just pull out a gun. This is the first time that you have seen a gun in person,
Does Darla
but
see this?
it is. I would say yes. And Matson immediately points at you, Chloe, and just up,
What?
walk over here.
How far is he from Darla?
I'd say around 25 feet.
What is around Darla? Like, what is she hiding behind?
So, as before, there are a number of different old ships that are sort of propped up, many of which are rusted underneath. You can also see various kind of, those large... God, I'm completely blanking on the word. But you know those large, like, round barrel-like things that they use to throw rope around and things like that? Like a lot of rusted bric-a-brac.
Seeing this, Darla's going to be crouched behind one of these and peeking around.
Mm-hmm.
And she reaches into her jacket pocket, and what she had gotten from her parents' safe was her dad's Smith & Wesson pistol, and she's aiming it at Matson.
Can I see this, Ed?
You
Probably
cannot, but
I cannot.
Jane...
Okay.
Jane, you see Chloe stepping out of the shadows, and Chloe, you definitely see Jane.
Okay. I'm just walking towards Madsen with like my hands up.
Jackie and Eli, what are you doing as you walk with John?
Can I see Matson doing this?
You can absolutely see this, especially as you get closer.
Damn it. All right. Here we go. So I'm still walking with John, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Little John, sorry about this. And I'm just gonna hit him pretty significantly and just like get him to like react, essentially. And
make a force check, depending on how many successes you get, will be how convincing it is.
I mean, he hits him. I'm convinced.
Plus, I'm gonna use 2 of my blessings to get 2 successes.
So you watch as John crumples to the gravel, and you can see, especially hampered by the duct tape around his mouth, he is winded badly as he just... And from behind you, Jane, you see the man in the burgundy suit, Robert Logan, step forward. And Jane, he stops right next to you. And you see him looking at your friends approaching, and John crumpling to the floor, and Robert looks confused. What are you doing with my son?
Jackie's just gonna smile.
Hey, Pops. Yeah, you got your kid right here. Matson, hey, little man. Hey, look at me. You know him, right?
Matson keeps his gun trained on Chloe, but he looks at you. And from behind his sunglasses, because of course he wears sunglasses towards night, you see his eyebrows just twitch a little as he just glances towards Robert. And I have 2 kids of my own. And he gestures at Chloe and at Jane.
All right, buddy.
Quick question.
Yes.
Can Darla see anybody else around? Like, who all is with Robert and Mattson?
Make a comprehend check for me, please. Or investigate, whichever you'd rather.
Neither.
You need 2 successes.
What do I need? I can reach it. I got 2 successes.
So,
What do you have?
With 2 successes,
The same
you
amount
can
as everybody
see.
else. We have quite a lot.
I used mine up like already. What the heck?
Oh, I haven't used any of mine.
Oh, damn.
So you can see 2 black vans. One with its door open. You can see an individual inside with a moustache, tied up in the back. There is no driver, but Mattson stands outside this one. Jane next to him, and Robert Logan next to Jane. Chloe is a little way off from Mattson, a gun trained on her. You can also see your friends, Jackie and Eli, and you can see John at their feet, stood around 10 feet away from Robert Logan. And inside the other black van, which is parked next to the open one, there is an individual sat in the driver's seat. Also suited, also wearing shades. He is just sat and waiting inside.
Is there a place where this in the van character would not see Darla if she made herself known?
It's all fairly open around here, so if you were to step out and approach the individuals...
Well, I mean, get closer, but not be near this guy.
It would depend on how well you snuck.
Let's try it.
And I will say at the same time, Jane, can you make a comprehend check for me, please?
How many successes do I need?
The higher
Having
the
a good
successes, the higher the successes you roll, the more we'll find out.
I don't like that because I can only reach one.
Hey, failing's fun. I did it. Let's all fail together.
Not when I have a gun, Harley.
on me, and I'm doing just fine.
So what are you doing? You're using
Re-roll.
what? Okay.
Oh, I hate that.
So you are, I will say, you can choose scared or exhausted, whichever you would rather.
I'll say exhausted. She ran all the way here.
Exhausted, okay.
I run like a car.
As this is happening, you are slowly stepping in, and as you do so, you see the man in the driver's seat just turn and immediately step out of the car and pull out another gun and
She's
aim it
aiming
at
at
you,
him.
Darla.
So,
Oh, you're aiming at him.
yeah.
Okay. In which case, you see him just roll down his window and just, boss, we have company. And you see both Mattson and Logan turn towards you, Darla. And the sight of a teenager with a gun, despite being America, it still is very... It still is perturbing to them. And Robert turns around and... So we're in a little Mexican standoff, it seems.
I have a question. Not as Chloe.
Okay.
So is it possible, because they're turned away from me now, would it be possible for me to like dart behind a car or like dart to anywhere where I can not be seen by everybody?
You can try. There is a gun aimed at you, but
there's a gun aimed at me. So
Could it be while Mattson's looking at me? He's a little distracted.
distracted?
Make a move check for me. You need 3 successes, Chloe.
Can I aid in this? And
No one knows I'm doing it though. I'm so sneaky is the thing.
Yeah, I thought I was aiding by distracting him a little bit.
Yeah.
2 successes.
That's
2
true.
successes.
Yes. 2 successes. I got 0.
No.
Could I say that? Could we say that things are a little bit out of control? I think things are not going to plan, and I think
re-roll if you would
I
like.
can re-roll.
Oh, don't get shot.
Or were you about to make an argument for something else?
I was about to make an argument for something else.
I will allow you to make that argument. If you would like to use your pride for an automatic win.
Okay.
Bear in mind, once you have used your pride, that is it for this session.
Okay. I would like to make the argument that things are very much out of control and Chloe doesn't know what to do, but she does know that she really doesn't want Darla to do anything stupid, like Artie said, and that Chloe put everyone in this position. And Chloe just really wants to be there for her sister. And so I would like Chloe to think that in the moment when everything's a little bit out of control, she's the one thing in life that she can control, which is her pride. And she's going to wave a little bit at Jane and then dart as quickly as she can behind one of the cars.
Jane, you see this as Chloe, you dart. And instinctively, there is a that just misses you as Matson's gun goes off by instinct, and you see Robert turn to him and just whisper, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" As Chloe, you disappear, and Jane, as you follow, you notice that around Robert Logan's ankle, there is a holster underneath his burgundy suit.
Can I try to get the gun in there?
You can absolutely try.
Also, Darla would shoot her, or not shoot her, aim her gun now at Matson.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Don't move.
Jane, can you make a move check for me, please? You need 3 successes.
We suck.
I have
Wait,
have blesses. Give me
You can get
all
that
of
so
them.
easy.
Yeah, you
I'll
have 3
use 3 of
fives.
those.
Yeah, just use 3. Oh my gosh.
So, Chloe, as you wave at Jane and you peek your head over the car, you see Jane reaching down towards Robert Logan's ankle. And for a moment, it's unsure as to what she's doing until she produces a small silver revolver. And you see that she is now just holding this, standing behind both Matson and Robert, neither of whom seem to have noticed what is going on. And Robert steps forward and is looking at you, Eli, and Jackie. I thought you were teammates.
You have no idea who you're really fucking with, do you? I don't care about you, I don't care about your son, I don't care about how much money you have. You put my friend's dad in jail, you kidnapped another one of my friends, you think teammates is what I'm rolling with? I yank his arm up again.
Okay. Things seem to be a little tense, so here's what I am prepared to offer. You have something I want, I have something you want. This is how business works, young man. I will give you your friend. You will give me the robot. And you, and he points in your direction, Darla, you will give me the briefcase that you stole, and you, and he points at you, Jackie, are very lucky. I will not be pressing assault charges and charging you for the hospital bill for my broken fucking nose.
Can I shoot at his leg or something?
I don't really think that
Blake?
works for me because my dad is still in jail at the end of that situation. So no, we're gonna keep talking until we're both happy.
As this happens, Jane, can you make You've never used a gun before, I'm assuming. Can you make a tinker check for me, please?
I love it of Jackie being like, we're gonna keep talking, and then there's a gunshot.
I want to use
goes
like
off.
a lot of successes. I want to like really fuck his leg up.
You
I'm
can
confused. What does that mean?
you can only roll 1 dice, so you can only use
Yeah.
4 blesses, and you can only get 1 success.
But you
Is that
have 4
enough?
blesses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would only be able to get 1 success on this. I don't know
Okay.
how many successes you need.
Okay,
to
I'll
shoot it.
take one. I'll take one. Sure.
As you turn round, you sort of like aiming a little bit, and Chloe, you watch as Jane is like, and aiming towards Robert's leg. And you flinch, Jane, as you watch a bullet fire from this gun echo around the warehouses as a perfect brown leather shoe explodes in viscera as you just hear, and Robert Logan falls back against the black van, and denting it just slides down, and you see his bloodied foot, his bloodied nose, as he's just, oh, fuck!
Darla is going to yell, Jane, run!
And
wait, what'd you say? Darla?
Run!
Oh, she starts running after you.
Jane, can you make a move check for me, please? You are going to need 3 successes to duck under Matson, as he is
I have
instinctively.
a question about the Matson thing, actually.
I did too.
Am
that's
I
good.
behind them?
You are now, yes, as he is looking at Jane. Jane, are you using anything to see if you can get an additional success? Do you have any more blesses?
I don't know what I have left.
I would like to get the switchblade out and cut Madson's ankle at the back.
You have
What
5
are you
blesses left.
doing?
Bella?
So can I get one more success? Because I
You
got
can
2.
get one more success. You would use 4 of those.
Okay, cool.
So, Jane, as Matson lunges towards you, you duck down and just sprint off. Chloe, I'm going to need you to make a force move or force roll for me. You need.
Now I don't want to do it because I was only
Also-
doing it to help.
Yeah, Darla would be closing in on Matson, so Jane could get away.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me then. I was.
I mean, if you want to take out his ankle, that sucks.
I
I
am
only want
gonna.
to do it for Jane, so.
I am gonna say, Chloe, I'm gonna hold you to it because you
Okay.
were unsure
I
whether
knew.
Jane was gonna get out of there. So you're gonna need 2 successes to see what happens.
Okay. I got 1.
Do you
So-
have 3 blesses?
I've used all of my blesses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Chloe, you run forward, knife in hand, and tripping over the gravel, you fall down, scraping your elbows. It has no mechanical effect, but Jane, you watch as Chloe crumples next to Madsen, who is staggering over you as you start to run. Jane, are you doing anything?
I'm still just trying to get the heck out of there, so I assume I'm trying to run away with whoever's running.
Okay, so you run off.
Scared.
Eli and Jackie, what are you doing as John is on the floor in front of you? Robert Logan is against the van, and you can see, Darla, that from the other van, the other driver is now beginning to get out. So Eli and Jackie, what are you doing?
I'm walking up to Robert, and I'm going to, face full of steel, very determined, open the passenger side of the van and hope that there's a phone in there, just like the phone that was in his car.
You do see one, yes.
I'm going to snatch it, and I'm going to dial 911 and shove it at him and ask him to tell them to release my dad.
Oh my god.
Make a lead check. You need 3 successes.
Oh, no. Okay. I don't even think I could. I can only roll 2 dice for lead.
Okay, in which case, unless you have a pride or anything that will help you in this.
Would this offend me? In any way? Yeah.
I
Not
don't
gonna-
think so.
Not gonna succeed in that.
As
Is it very
you-
obvious that he's not going to do anything for me?
I will say, as you hear, "In Falls Sheriff Office, how can I help?" He is gonna slap it away from you, and you can see it dangling from the cord, and in an animalistic snarl, he just leans forward, and he is going to grab you. And Eli, you see this from where you are. What are you doing?
I am
Who is
Wait,
Full-
hold on.
full into this.
Is this
Jackie's
Robert?
not afraid. Wait, so he's grabbing me?
He is grabbing you. Yes, Eli, you see this.
Can I
and
spit in his face?
Yeah, that's free. You can do that for free. Yeah.
I mean, I see this giant man lunge at Jackie. I'm 100% just kicking John as I'm running by, and in full sprint into this situation. I would like to tackle this man as hard as I possibly can.
I don't think you can he's literally on the ground next to
Well, he
the
lunged
van.
at you. He has to be getting up,
he just
right?
grabbed me because I'm standing next to him.
Oh, then I'm picking him up and slamming him.
Okay, can you make a force check as this is happening, Darla? You can see Robert grabbing Jackie, you can see Eli dashing towards him, and you can see Matson, gun still in hand,
I might have killed this man.
looking in the direction of Jane, and you can see that he is starting to move towards her. Darla, what are you doing?
Going to intercept. I didn't get to be at the football game before. Now it's time, sucker.
Okay, so what are you doing?
As Jane is running, Darla is going to, I guess they would cross. But yeah, run toward Matson. Not get right close to him, because, I mean, I don't want to shoot a pistol that close.
Okay.
If I have to.
So are you trying to tackle him, sorry, or?
Mm-mm. Nope, just trying to get in front of Jane.
Okay,
So
sure
Jane
thing.
can
So
get away.
make a move check for me. You can make 2 rolls. Jane, as you look back, you can see that Matson is gaining on you, and Chloe, what are you doing?
So I just ate shit on the ground, right?
Can I grab Chloe's hand and try to pull her closer to me, out of there?
Oh, you ran away from me. You ran away.
I'm
after I
far.
fell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll allow that as you were starting to run. You can try and pick her up. We can retroactively do that. So if you want to make a move check for me, please, Jane. You need 2 successes. And Darla, as you run forward, you are able to position yourself between Matson and Darla and and Jane. This is all getting a bit confusing. Jane, are you using any of your blesses to make any of those a success?
You have 1 bless.
So would that affect me, the move? Was that worth doing?
I would
You can
say
make
no.
1 bless.
I would say I don't think that there's a way of there being.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
color.
say no then. I failed.
Yeah. I think I'm too far away to be involved in the Madsen Darla Jane sandwich, within reach of it. So
Okay. Well, Darla, you are able to position yourself between Jane and Matson. Both of these individuals mind having a gun, and now you have introduced a 3rd gun into this equation. And Eli, you slam Robert into the car, and he just goes unconscious as you body him into the side of the van, and he just goes limp.
Eli!
Listen, I have a plan. We have to do something.
I needed to talk to him!
Okay. Well, there's guns over there, and we gotta figure this out. We're gonna get... I'm just gonna pick up Robert and just yell towards Matson. Matson, you little man, look at me!
Make a charm check for me.
Say,
Or
he's gotta
lead.
look away from Darla, who's got a gun right at him.
Yeah, but I have his boss.
I have to say his balls.
0, but I could get 2 successes. Burning on... Yeah.
He looks back at you, and you can see him immediately falter. Jane or Darla, are you doing anything with this momentary lapse?
Which Chloe?
Yeah, Chloe? Yeah.
I would like to possibly, in my little big old crawling everywhere. I think Chloe's just sort of thrown the switchblade further away from her, and she's like, shit, this is bullshit. And I would like to get to my feet and pull out my tennis racket and smash Matson in the back of the head with it.
Okay, sure thing. Make a force check for me, and you can use your iconic item.
Okay, so I get 2 bonus dice?
You
Yeah,
do,
just +2.
and yeah. So you require. I was going to say you require 2 successes if you have any blesses you need
I
to
got
use.
a 1. I have
You
no
hit his
blesses.
butt.
So you slam it into him, and you can see him just momentarily and he just looks at you and, get off me! Darla and Jane, as Chloe is attacking Matson with a tennis racket, are either of you doing anything?
Darla's got her eyes just directly... She's not faltering with her gun hold at Matson.
Yeah,
Jane?
Jane's just trailing behind. Not
Okay. Okay, sure thing. Matson looks between all of you and just looking at you, Eli. You want to prove you're a big guy?
Do you want your boss to live? And I'm just like squeezing this man as hard as I can.
You're not even 19, kid. You think you got what it takes to take a life?
You have a gun pointed at my friend. You almost killed my other friend, and you put my other friend's dad in jail. I don't give a shit what's going on. I'll deal with that later. Now, if you don't put the gun down, this man is not going to be around anymore.
Make a lead check for me, please. And I will tell you if you succeed.
1. I got a 1. That's it.
He looks at you. No dice. And he is going to point the gun
Darla
in
shoots.
your direction. Who shoots, sorry?
Darla shoots Matson. Don't move away from her like that.
Okay. Can you make a whatever you would like to? And
I would like to
check.
argue that this is my pride.
Okay.
She
Where are
doesn't
you
stand down
shooting,
from the
Matson?
sight. Dad always taught me shoot to kill, but she will not.
Thank you, Jesus.
Just for the sake of the show. If this was real life, I could shoot to kill.
Where are you shooting, Matson?
I want to shoot his gun arm.
Oh my god.
Crack
Crazy.
echoes around the warehouses as you see Matson's gun fall to the gravel and just falls down and is clutching a now bloodied arm. As
First
he just
thing to know about holding a gun is not to take your eyes off the target.
and he lands in front of you, Chloe, as Jane, you turn around and you can see Matson lying on the ground. You see Robert carried by Eli. You see Jackie next to Eli. And you see the other driver just looking around and just fucking legging it in the other direction. And suddenly everything goes quiet. As once again, all you hear is the sound of waves, and you hear roller coasters off in the distance. And you see Matson just shaking on the ground. Henry in the back of the van, and Robert Logan unconscious in your arms. Eli.
Where's Jane?
Jane is with us, right? Everyone's kind of in the same vicinity,
Yeah?
right?
I think Chloe's the farthest away, and then
Okay.
Jane's the second farthest.
All right. Okay. Jackie, I know what this seems like, but listen. So you know how we took the son? What if we take the dad and then like we can make him call and then we'll get him free and then we let him go? I don't know. You're smarter than me, and I just this could be something, right?
I don't think we can take him with us. How do you think we're going to get him to do anything for us if we take him?
John might know how.
John is lying on the ground, sort of tied up, and he's
Sorry,
looking around.
We have papers, we have bug, the cube. Is that even around here? Do we even know where that is? We have so many things that we could try to get him to free your dad with. I didn't think
still
this
conscious,
through.
right?
I'm assuming
Matt's-
you still have your gun pointed at him.
Yeah, but he's still conscious. He's just on the ground.
Matson is conscious.
Darla would approach you both. Her, you could use him. He's conscious at least.
He's looking between you and also you, Jane, the two kids with guns. He's just looking at you both and just... You are so in over your head.
No, looks
Can
like
I give
you
my
were-
gun to Eli? Because I don't feel like I can handle it.
You go. So I'm holding one hand. I have a little gun in my hand.
Here, take this, Eli, please. Just shoot whoever you need to shoot. Not me.
Okay. And I'm just like awkwardly I've never handled a gun, so I'm just putting it away from everyone.
It's like the image that
Get
is
your hand
spray
off the
painted
trigger,
on
Eli.
every van at a certain era.
I don't know. Jackie, how do we fix this? We can fix this, right?
Use the radio. Call 911. Put it up to Mattson's ear, and if he cooperates, then we'll call him an ambulance after he gets Jackie's dad out.
I don't know anymore.
What does Jackie look like right now?
On the verge of a panic attack because once again, something that almost promised her dad getting out has gone completely wrong and she can't see it getting fixed. She's like ash white, wide eyes, just like... This was supposed to be a simple talk, and now Mattson's foot's blown off. There were like at least 5 gunshots. Everyone's getting beat to a pulp, and she's just, once again, not any closer to getting her dad out of jail.
As this is happening, you hear just from Eli's shoulder as Robert Logan is slowly coming to.
Chloe's like made her way over to John by now and is like sitting by him.
Thank goodness.
Hasn't taken his like thing off, but is just like patting his head occasionally.
Make sure he's okay.
Doing great. Sorry.
Okay, Jackie, he's making sounds. We have leverage. They tried to shoot us. They drew the first gun. And I just like
And how do we prove that?
I take Robert and just set him down.
And from the gravel, in answer to your question, Jackie, you hear...
Let's say we have Henry, right?
And Henry is also crawling forward from the back of the van and is just like, Jane, are you okay?
Well, no, but I'm better. How are you?
And he looks around at the chaos around and, yeah, I'm good. And he just shrinks back into the van.
That's a nice mustache. I really mean it. It suits you.
Thank you. And he looks over in your direction, Jackie, and you see him about to say something when, seeing how distracted you look, he just leans back a bit. And John just is looking at you, Chloe, and just...
Are we cool if I take the duct tape off of his face?
Oh yeah, we don't really need him anymore. I mean, you know what I mean.
Like that.
No, you know what I mean.
We don't need you to like be acting anymore, John. Like you can be yourself. I say as like rip the duct tape off.
And as you begin to remove his binds, he sort of stands up and looking around at all of you, but eventually his eyes falling on you, Jackie, he steps forward. I can say something. I can back up whatever you need me to. Look, you said I owed you a debt. Yeah, I fucking do. And can I tell you something, Jackie? This bruise, yeah, and not the first one either. So yeah, you wanna... Your dad... Look, you've always seemed really, nice. We not talked much, but you seem nice, which means your parents are probably nice as well. my dad's not. My dad's a real piece of shit. So if you need me to back up anything,
I'm just tired.
yeah, me too.
Like last week, I had my dad, and now I don't, and all my friends are like almost killing people. And I don't know how it happened like this and why it had to be us.
Yeah. But, Eli can testify. Eli's a really good teammate. I don't tell him. I don't tell you that enough. But part of being a team means sometimes you do things you wouldn't expect because it protects the people that have your back. You have their back. They have yours. I know that probably doesn't help, and he gestures around, especially towards Matson, who is now like cradling an arm towards him and sort of looking at both Jane and Darla with a little more wariness than perhaps he used to. And he looks at you, Jackie. Look, this whole situation's really fucked, but if I can do anything to help, I will. I will.
I want to get my dad out of jail, and I want to take everything good from yours. But I don't like that I feel that way. It's an ugly way to feel. But he doesn't deserve anything good. Parents are supposed to love their kids, not hit them, not make them feel bad. And I think he wants all this power and he wants people to fear him because he's unlovable. And if you didn't fear him, John, you wouldn't think about him ever. And maybe he doesn't deserve for you to think about him.
Can you make a lead check for me, please? 2 successes.
Wait, I'm gonna reroll. Oh, how many?
I will say you are exhausted. You are exhausted. But if you have any blesses that you can use to bring that up.
Hold on, let me do math. I could use 3 blesses to get 1 success.
You see his lip quiver a bit, but he holds it back and... Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Okay, I'll phone. If you want me to. I'll call the cops.
I think they might still be on the phone, if I'm being honest.
Hello? Hello?
Oh,
He
yeah.
just swings from the court. And you hear at least one voice go, "Is that a gunshot?" As John just walks over and picking up the phone just... Hi, sorry, yeah, I need to report a crime. Kidnapping. Yeah. And as the sun continues to set in the distance, and John is on the phone for some time, what are all of you doing as the sound of the amusement park continues in the distance, and the five of you are just stood near the coast?
Darla's
Chloe
put the
would
gun
go
away.
over to-
She's just
Chloe
sitting
would go
next to
over to
Madison.
Jackie, I think.
Sorry, what's Chloe doing?
She would go over to Jackie. I think she would like look at Jane, but then be like, yeah, and then just go over to Jackie instead because she could hear the call.
Eli's gonna try to find like any type of like rag or old shirt that might be, or like the binds or whatever might be made of cloth, and go throw that over to Madsen, who is just bleeding everywhere. And I want to do that, and I kind of want to throw it at him, and not really
Darla's
say
sitting
anything.
right next to him. Don't hit her.
Oh no, it's just cloth, just like tossing it at him. I to show that, like, here you go. But I'm also gonna take his sunglasses, just right off his face, and just kind of stare him down. And if I have to roll for it, I'll roll for it. But I really want to big dog this guy.
You don't even need to try. He is, like, exhausted, he is pale, and as you take his sunglasses, he looks defeated.
Alright. And then I'm gonna go join my friends now. He has a rag. He knows that we're not messing around, and now I can breathe a bit.
Darla would take it and make like a tourniquet on his arm.
Thank
Just so he
you.
doesn't bleed out. He needs to answer for his crimes.
As Robert Logan comes to and sees you all stood around, he sees his son on the phone still, and he turns in your direction, Jane. I made you an offer. Regretting it now?
No.
Fair enough. And he leans back and continues looking at his son. And as you stand there, waiting, and Henry steps out, you see sirens coming towards your location. As the sheriff's office begins to descend, surrounding the two parked vans, and Sheriff Mitchell steps out and starts to walk over towards you all. And John walks forward and speaks with her a little, and stepping towards you all, first she clocks you, Darla, and I suppose it should be no surprise I see you here.
Yeah. Ready to go down if you need me to.
Jane Withers,
What?
you are the individual who was kidnapped by this gentleman over here, yes?
Yep, that's me.
Well, in which case, Robert Logan, due to testimony given by your son, you are under arrest. And she walks forward and starts to clamp cuffs on him for abduction. And as she starts to reel off a whole list of crimes that John has supplied, she begins to stand Robert Logan and take him off towards the car, and pressing his head down, pushes him into the back of the cop car, and Madsen joins him as well. As the door is closed and you see Mitchell's deputy just step forward towards all of you and... Right, we're going to need witness statements from all of you. But first, it is late. And I suppose your parents will want to know where you've been.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to give you lifts back. Who's traveling where?
Darla would quickly actually go grab the briefcase that had the remaining files in it and give it specifically to Officer Mitchell.
Mitchell just sort of looks at it and... Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Don't count on it anymore. Have a good one. She just walks away.
Make a charm check for me, please. You need
Fine,
2
try.
successes.
1.
She looks you up and down and... I'll ask you more when we take your statement. Thank you. And she puts
Can't
the
wait.
briefcase. So, who is going where? As the cops slowly offer to take you.
I would probably turn to Jackie when they're saying the whole, like, your parents probably wondering where you are thing, and be like, do you know where your mom is? Do you want them to drive you home? Or do you want to come over to mine until you can get in touch with your mom, maybe?
I kind of want to sleep in my own bed tonight, I think.
Okay. All right. Just as long as you're safe there. But Bug's with you. So.
Yeah. And she's going to gasp a little, and she remembers. And she's going to pull out one of the duplicate tapes of the recording they made of Robert and run over and give it to one of the cops.
They take it, and they begin to drive off with the evidence supplied, and with Robert Logan and Matson. So Jane, Chloe, Eli, Darla, and Jackie, where are you headed as the night comes to an end?
How late is it at this point?
It's probably around, I'd say after everything, around 7, 8 o'clock.
Where the hell is Artie?
He's just off living his
Like
life.
Mr. Jenkins is hanging
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Hospital
Where
Jenkins.
is he?
Artie loves the hospital. He's got a loyalty card. It's free.
They have
Hole
a
punch.
room for him.
Darla
they're
would be
like,
leaving to go
Artie.
find Artie.
Okay. Eli, where are you headed?
I feel like Eli's adrenaline has still probably not worn off and would be wanting to know if any of the friends would want him around. Like, it's more so I just can't. We all just almost died, and it's like I can't just go home because I still feel like I caused most of this. So I think I would be just standing in the back, kind of quiet, waiting to see where everyone's going and what's happening.
Chloe would, after Jackie, like, rejecting, but, like, not needing the, like, invite over, would go over to Eli and be like, I think today was really scary for Jane, and I think she'd probably love it if you came over, but, like, I don't want to suggest it because then she'll think it's lame. So, did you want to come over?
Do you think she's mad at me?
No, I think she thinks you're awesome. You punched John, like, full in the face.
Okay, Small Jane!
That's me.
Well, oh my god, okay. How are you? First, are you good? Let me take these silly things off. You're good, right? Everything's okay?
Why'd you guys come back for me? Was it because you wanted to do something else or save something else, or would you have left me?
We came back because you're our
Did you
friend.
notice I was gone?
Jane, you can ask them. I've had a whole panic attack. That's what my mom called it. A panic attack because I got you kidnapped. We were supposed to be
Your
together, and then
fault?
you weren't, and then...
It's not your fault. I was just drinking so much sugar and my stomach hurt, and I was just counting the bubbles that were making sounds, and then I was somewhere else. And he had a mustache, my friend, and then the window, and then I fell, and I thought I was gonna die, and and I thought I was gonna die covered in my own urine. But there was a bucket, so I didn't have to worry about that.
You had a
Thanks
piss
for
bucket?
coming. And then I just wrapped my arms around Eli and give him a big hug
I'm just
while I sobbed into
embracing.
his shirt.
Chloe,
you.
you see this from a distance. I'm sorry,
Just put
Eli.
my mind in.
Jane, thank you for not being mad. I feel like I keep trying to do good things and then bad things happen, and you're safe, and you know, you're one of us, and we're a team, we're a group, and we're a club, and we love you. Of course we'd come back for you. What you
Didn't
We're not
know,
gonna
like
leave
I
anyone
feel like I'm
behind.
like the less nice one or the less good one or whatever, because you guys always want to save the day, and I always want to just have a silly time.
I'm gonna
But
whisper.
I just didn't know that you guys wanted me to be alive. I had a moment where I thought you guys were so excited that it was me they took.
Jane, do you see what we did for you?
Yeah, I just can't believe it. It just makes me feel guilty because maybe I don't deserve to be saved, but you did anyways.
You deserve to be saved. You deserve the world. Now we can draw giraffes, and we can hang out, and we don't have to do this like serious stuff. It's done.
So it's all done?
That man's in jail.
Fine?
That man got shot, and I stole his sunglasses. Darla,
Like,
save.
even if something supernatural happened, like, we're done? It's all safe?
I mean, I can't promise that nothing bad will ever happen again, because that's just not how the world is, but I can tell you that no matter what, we'll be here, and we'll be
Do you
together,
think
and we'll
Chloe
figure it out.
wanted me to die so that she could not have to deal with my bitchiness anymore?
Chloe would never want that, and I
Was
just like
she sad or was she not sad? I'm just
Chloe was-
curious, asking for a friend.
Is the friend you?
Yeah. Well, no, they're from somewhere. It's me. Okay, was she sad?
She was incredibly sad. We all were.
Like, out of 10, how sad?
12.
That doesn't really make sense, because then you could say 18 or 30 and it all really is the same because it's after 100%. So, like, really.
Well, that's it. It's all sad. You think Chloe would be here if she didn't care? She had the plan to bring John. She had the plan to set this up.
What?
That was Chloe.
What? Oh my god. Okay, well, thanks for telling me, but don't tell Chloe you told me this. I don't want her to know that I know she did that. But thanks
And I
for
look
saving
over
me.
at Chloe to make sure she's not listening too intently.
I'm not eavesdropping at all. I'm like the
cool.
opposite of eavesdropping. I'm like awkwardly been like walking away, pacing alone, like in the like just walking around, so I don't eavesdrop accidentally.
Well, I won't tell her, and she'll only know if you tell her, and
Okay.
then how about we just leave here, and I could come over too, and we could drink a bunch of Arnold Palmers, and then we can draw, and we could watch some
Were you
movies,
ever
and we
gonna
just be
go to
normal.
this amusement park, or was it just in front of us for no reason?
Do you want a corn dog?
Yeah, so bad.
All right, well, I'm on a mission for a corn dog.
Oh yeah.
So, Chloe, you see Eli and Jane walking off away from quite a bewildered and at this point very patient police officer who's just watching you both go, and you can't. Whatever, I'm not paid enough. And he just starts
He's a
getting
corn
into
dog.
his car. But yeah, Chloe, you see Eli and Jane heading off in the direction of the amusement park.
Okay. I'm gonna assume, of course, that they're going to the amusement park, and Chloe's gonna finish her pacing around awkwardly and then walk over to the police officer. Could you call the Stewart's house, please, to come pick me up?
Sure. And you give the number and gives a call. And Jackie, how are you making your way home? Are you grabbing a lift or are you walking?
I'll probably go with Henry. I'm assuming Henry will go with me.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
So Henry, sort of looking at you and... Are you alright?
I just want the family back.
Well, I think, thanks to you, they probably will be. And the sounds of the waves begin to disappear as the car moves through Eden Falls. And he looks at you and... It's not right, for anyone to have to deal with these things so young. But you did a good thing today. Messily, yeah, but you did a good thing.
You helped with your little radio thing.
What was that in the end?
Coordinates to the oil rigs. Which wraps all up in Robert's stuff.
I'm just a radio repairman. I don't understand any of this. Well, I for one thank you. Otherwise I'd probably be stuck in the back of a van. I don't really know what they would have done with me if I'm honest. But I had a piss bucket, so...
Probably try to figure out your secrets to your mustache.
It is especially resplendent. And the car continues on. And back where you are, Chloe, a car pulls up. And you see that, just as it did at the beginning of the week, Lana's car pulls up and she looks at you and... what the hell? Cops? Calling my house? You okay?
Sorry, I just, thought I should see you.
Okay, because you've been acting kind of weird since the house party, and I don't know, I feel like you've been avoiding me or something, or...
Yeah, I was avoiding you. I'm sorry. I just had a lot of, drama going on and everything, but...
Like, boy drama, or like...
No, just, other people drama, and just sort of helping them figure out their stuff so that I can not have to deal with it anymore, And I didn't want to bother you with it, so I thought I would just get rid of all that and then go back to normal.
Well, this is the thing. When you are always thinking about other people, then invariably you're going to get dragged into their shit. This is why you kind of just need to... I've always said you need to be, a little bit more selfish.
Yeah, no, I know, which is why I called you instead of, my parents or something, because I just knew that if I talked to them about it, they would probably, ask me a million questions. My time is really valuable, do you know what I mean? And I would rather spend it with you now that I have it.
Oh, Bessie, and she just reaches forward and, hugs you, and, oh, that's so sweet. And, sorry I've been hanging out with Missy and everything, but, she can be, if I don't see her in ages, and, because she's, off at Columbus all the time, and,
Yeah.
But it's so nice to speak!
Yeah. Yeah, it lined up really well. You were doing your stuff, I was doing other people's stuff, and so...
Oh, good, well, so long as all of that is wrapped up, and then you don't need to, worry about it, or blah 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 blah.
No, I don't think they're gonna need me anymore for anything. So.
Oh well, great. You've probably heard it already, but the boys are going to be having a beach party at the weekend to celebrate their big win. So I was thinking maybe we could go if you want.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Okay. John's kind of been a bit distracted this week, but around the same time as you've been distracted, so has anything been there at
Oh,
all? Or...
no. No, it's like, it was like kind of, he was like, people that were like, that needed stuff from me, like talked to him a little bit actually. So like, I was like, sort of like, he's in the distance, but like we barely spoke. And actually I, mentioned you, and we mentioned, that we were going to the party at the beach. I figured you'd be going, so I'm sorry if I hope it's okay that I spoke for you. You know what I mean?
No, that's great.
but-
So you say he mentioned me? Or...
Yeah, well, because
Yeah?
I was trying to like get his help with something, and it was really difficult. So I mentioned you, and then like all of a sudden he was really excited to help me, which is like interesting. So like you have
Okay.
influence, you know? Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, let's go. Absolutely. Well, we can talk about what we're gonna wear, and we can find out who else is gonna be there, and see if it's we can maybe, we don't want to repeat the whole house party thing, obviously.
No, I like. I mean, like maybe Bradley will be there. Do you think that seems like
Oh,
a
you
fit
two hit
for,
it
like,
off?
me,
Yeah. No, I
Bradley,
can.
and then,
I
like,
can
you and
maybe.
John.
Yeah. No, I can speak with John. You
Yeah.
can speak with. Yeah, you speak with Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. And she starts to usher you towards the car, and as you drive off, Jackie, eventually, you get home, and your mum is there. As Henry makes sure you get to the front door all right before eventually leaving the both of you alone. And Jackie, your mum has already heard the news. And she tells you, so we can go get your dad tomorrow. We can go get your dad. Oh, is Mika muted?
Jackie's gonna
yeah.
burst into tears and just bury her face in her mom, like hugging her really, really tightly.
And she pulls you in and just kisses you and just falls to her knees, as much because of your height as much as for her just sheer joy. And by the coast, Eli and Jane, you are able to find that corn dog. And you can stay at the amusement park for as long as you would like. Are you going on any rides at all? Are you just
Ferris wheel.
walking the boardwalk? Ferris wheel?
Ferris wheel.
Eli is just whatever Jane wants to do is what we're doing.
Ferris wheel, Ferris wheel. Eli, let's do the Ferris wheel.
Okay.
And then we could see everything at the top.
I'm a little afraid of heights, but you could protect me,
Oh,
right? Just in case.
Yes.
I'm holding like
yes.
our corn dogs. We just have like a lot of corn dogs. Okay, and then we
The
could.
metal thing is so safe. Even if it broke off and crashed to the ground, we would be unscabbed.
Unscabbed. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, can I have like the middle seat away from the edges, and then we could eat the corn
Yes.
dogs, and then we can see
Yes.
everything.
Yes, I would love that.
All right.
So you head up in the Ferris wheel. Several rounds of it. Jane is quite insistent,
Can
and
we see if we like see anything up there? Like, can we investigate like from the top? Like, see anything sus?
absolutely, yeah, make an investigate check for me.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Okay, I will say. Okay, I will
Uh-oh.
say with 3 successes for an investigate, Jane. The first time up, you see nothing. You see waves. You see people walking around the boardwalk. And you see people moving through the streets of Eden Falls. And off in the distance, out to sea, you see the 3 structures of the Logan brothers. 3 oil rigs, silhouetted against the night sky. The second time you come up, it is the same. The third time, Darla, you arrive at the hospital. It is quiet, and eventually you are taken in the direction of Mr. Jenkins's room. And you see that Artie is just sat to one side, just looking at him. And you can see that he is half falling asleep.
Inside of the room? His room?
Yeah.
Darla would, quietly enough not to, of course, disturb Mr. Jenkins, but she would just walk into the room and just hug Artie.
Oh.
Just give him a big hug.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Hey, good morning. And she's gonna pull his sleeve to come out of the room.
He follows.
And shuts Jenkins' door behind him. Does he not have anybody else here for him?
No. Although, and he points out the window, and you can see that at the edge of the car park, sat, still and silent, is Linda, his German shepherd, just looking up towards the hospital.
Oh. Do you feel obligated to stay in here, or do you want to head out?
No, I think, I was just waiting to see if there was anything else you guys needed me to do, but yeah, no, we can go if you want.
Yeah, let's go take care of Linda, actually. That way she can feel better, and by the time Jenkins is better, they can be reunited.
Okay. What happened, by the way?
Well, for some reason I'm not arrested. At least not yet. But
There's still time.
yeah, there's always still time. I'm waiting for the time. She
But,
elbows him playfully. In his arm, not his chest.
But Jane is okay?
Define okay.
Safe, I guess, I mean.
She's safe. I think she's hanging out with Eli and her sister and Jackie, because Darla left before any of y'all, so she has no idea. Pretty sure they're all hanging out and making Jane feel better.
And what about you? What are you doing now?
Coming to get you out of hospital jail. Aren't you tired of
Okay.
being here?
Well, yeah, I've been here quite a lot, but I guess what I meant was, what are you doing now?
Well, until the cops need a statement. Nothing. Why?
Okay. No, I just wondered if maybe you wanted to walk.
Always.
Okay. You point, I'll follow.
Well, let's go grab Linda first. And she leads him out of the hospital and over to Linda.
You head on over and you make a fuss over Linda, and Linda, after some convincing, follows you as you start to walk off. While over at the amusement park, Jane, you see that in the middle oil rig, while the others are dark and silhouetted, at the top of the middle one, there is a very faint, blinking red light, and almost hidden in the darkness, you see a small boat making its way out towards the three structures before disappearing underneath one of them.
Eli, do you see it?
You want me to look out where the ground is and
I start
down...
pointing over where there's like a red light on that, and there's a guy in a boat, and that's the place.
out there, and I drop one of the corn dogs.
You just hear it.
Eli, don't drop the goods.
I'm sorry.
We only have like 6. Relax.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. Over there towards the.
Watch. Now we have to do a whole nother loop again.
Oh, damn it. I mean, yay. Okay. When we get back up there, point it out again, and I'll be brave.
I will. I pointed out the next time we go to the top.
You
so
see
Eli
it.
can confirm it.
You see it, Eli. You see the very soft blinking red light. Imperceptible unless you're looking for it, but it is definitely there in the middle oil rig.
That shouldn't be there, right? Like, people shouldn't be going to... We don't use oil anymore. What?
Maybe we can tell our friends that know more stuff
Jackie.
about it. Yes, Jackie.
Jackie's so smart.
Here, I'm gonna quickly draw it so I don't forget. And I take out my notebook and my pencils and I quickly sketch it out.
You draw a perfect replica, including, I will say, considering your role earlier, a perfect replica of the boat as well.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It is a very simple boat, very small, sort of a kind of motorboat, except with an electric motor at the back rather than gas-powered.
Okay, so, now that we did that, we don't have to go around again. Yay! We had fun. And then this might be important, but also understand that this might be like scary things again. I know we talked about not doing scary things again, but
I don't like it. I don't like shooting people.
no, I don't
you think
either.
I'm gonna go to jail because I shot the guy in the foot?
No, he kidnapped you. That was self-defense.
So I am
we will
allowed,
make
kind of.
sure that it's self-defense. It'll be okay.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. I was worried for a while that they would take me to prison. But
No, you're not going to prison.
if I
you
did,
know,
would you visit me?
if you went to prison,
Because I would
Small
visit
Jane,
you if you went to prison.
Jane,
And I would sneak you stuff in so they wouldn't know, so that you could break out.
if you went to
I'd
prison,
make you like a muffin and put a knife inside it.
you would do that for me?
Yes, I would. I don't care
Well-
what kind of crime you commit. You don't even have to tell me the details. I'll be your friend forever, and I'll visit you, and I'll bring you tools, and you'll escape, and we'll end up in, I don't know, Guantanamo or wherever.
No. Well, if you were in prison, I'd break you out too. And where does that where does that put us on the friend scale? Because I know you have a friend scale because I heard about it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been out of 5 since we pretty much met.
Oh,
But I don't usually tell
5.
people that. Yeah, well, you're one of my bestest friends ever.
Well, then I would doubly break you out. I would
Then
put
I'm
you in
gonna
and then break
triply
you out
break
again.
you out, and then blow up the whole prison, and then blow up all the prisons around the world, so that you can never go to jail again.
We could talk about prison reform when we get older.
I don't know what that is, but I'll destroy them all. One bullet at a time.
As the Ferris wheel comes down, you see that everything is beginning to close down for the night. And rides are beginning to shut, and you can see that people are slowly being ushered towards the exit of the amusement park. And as night falls, Jackie, you're at home. Chloe, you are assumedly having a sleepover at Lana's. And Eli and Jane, where are you both headed?
Right now I'm following Jane, and then we'll figure it out. You know, wherever Jane is going, I'm trying to make sure she gets there.
Yeah, I'm probably just trying to go home at this point. I mean, shit.
Okay. In that case, Jane, can you make a sneak check for me, please? You need 3 successes. Do you have
No.
any blesses that can help you, or?
I don't know if I have any left. Do
No,
I?
she doesn't. You can reroll.
Oh, I can re-roll. I'll take that. Oh God, you're like.
You have to
Pictures
click
came
the.
up.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay, I did it.
Oh, well.
So I will say with 2 successes, you make your way to your metal shack, and you're inside when you just hear a knock on the door. Hello? Jane?
Oh, yes.
Hi, it's your mom.
Yeah, I know your voice. Hi.
I made some hot chocolate if you wanted to come in, or I can bring some out.
Ooh, did you get the marshmallows this time?
Well, I definitely have some marshmallow options.
Well, then I'll go do it.
And as she just watches you move past and head towards the house and the kitchen inside, she smiles to herself and following you in, just, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. You had a good time with friends?
Yep, everything was peachy clean, as they say. And not a single problem happened. And I still have no idea what weapons are like. Just a regular day of my life.
Okay, well, I won't pry too much into that, but it's really nice to see you with, other kids and...
Yeah, I have friends.
Good.
Thanks for not being so nosy. You're a cool mom sometimes. And then I give
Well-
like a crappy side hug
Oh,
and grab my hot chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna go in my room now. So goodbye. Everything's good and normal in my life.
Jane,
Mark my room.
but before you do, I was just wondering, we haven't had a lot of time, just the two of us, and I was thinking, when your school term is over, how would you feel about maybe taking a trip, just the two of us?
Just us?
Yeah,
What would we
unless
talk about?
we don't even have to talk. We can go anywhere you want. We can.
And we don't have to say a bunch of sentences about stuff.
Not if you don't
We can
want
just
to.
go there, wherever it is.
Where have you always wanted to go?
Florida.
I mean, that's close, but yeah, we can definitely go around areas of Florida.
Okay. Yeah,
Is-
maybe we will. Maybe we will. I'll have to think more about it though.
Okay. Well, let me know if you have any more specific ideas, and we can get something in the diary. Okay.
Awesome. So cool. And then I run to my room.
I love.
Love you. I love you too.
Oh.
And then I shut
Okay.
my door.
And she smiles to herself, though you do not see this. And from round the corner, you just see, or you don't, but Charlotte sees Abuelito just lean round the side of his chair and then just sit back down. And the night continues. Eli, are you headed home?
Yeah, Eli's gonna walk home and kind of take the long way. I think the adrenaline is finally subsided, and Eli's kind of taking everything in and realizing how far he was going with things is like really, really laying heavy on him. So he's just gonna take the long way home, and then when he gets home, he's not gonna go inside right away. He's just gonna sit on the front porch and probably break down. I think he just has to process the emotions of everything that happened, everything that he still feels like happened because of him, and then how far things escalated. So yeah, he's having a decent cry on the front porch.
As this is happening, and as the sobs and the tears slowly subside, You smell something in the air that you do not usually. Cigarette smoke. Coming from round the side of your house.
He would try to ignore it, but like the curiosity is too much and would have to go take a peek.
You see, next to the bins, just your dad, Amadi, just he seems completely unaware that you are there.
Dad, are you smoking?
Oh my god! Oh no! And he just immediately throws it into a bin. Hey, son. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, don't tell your mom, please.
I mean, no, I'm like still wiping tears. No, I'm not. No. Whatever you do, you do. You know.
Whoa! You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Things are. He can't hold it in.
Without prompting, you just feel your dad's arms around you as he just pulls you in and, hey, it's okay. What? You can talk to me. It's okay.
Well, I mean, I think you're gonna find out soon. Because there's no way this is not gonna be on the news. But I messed up, and then I messed up again, and I feel like I messed up again, and like my friends almost got hurt, and everything's fine now. But I think I can't stop fucking up, and I don't want to hurt anyone anymore, and I don't want to hurt anyone, and I don't want to be a bad guy, and I feel like I lost myself a little bit today.
Hey, come on, sit down. And he just sits down on the grass and sort of, son, you are. Do you know how much of an inspiration to me you are every day?
Inspiration to you?
Yeah. Oh, big time. I'm one of those embarrassing dads who always carries around a picture of his beautiful son and brilliant daughter, and I'm always like, hey, these are my kids. These are mine. And I remember really early on, when we came and met you and Quinn for the first time, I remember how defensive you were. She was so shy. And I remember you really asserted yourself. I remember you came over, and I remember you shot your hand out towards me. This very formal handshake, and you were like, it was a pleasure to meet you. And God, it was, and it was then I could tell you were putting on a brave face for your sister, and I knew, I was like, these fucking kids. Also, if you tell your mom that either of us swore.
Oh yes, sir. Of course.
But what I mean to say is, you're so kind. You are so kind, and I don't know, and you don't need to tell me, especially if, like you say, I'm gonna find out anyway. But whatever you feel you've done, I am positive that you will have done it for the right reasons, and you will have done it because you care about people.
And doing probably bad things, but like for a good reason, or like maybe going too far to protect people you care about. Does that make you a bad person? Does it make you like?
I don't think it makes you good or bad. I think it means that you are strong enough to endure difficult choices. And it's how you learn from those. the kind of person you're worried about becoming, if you're put in a position that brings you closer to that, you learn, hey, maybe I don't want to be that guy again. It's a mistake, sure, but it doesn't define you, I wouldn't say.
So as long as I learn and understand that maybe in the heat of the moment what I did wasn't the best, but I take that and I learn and I keep going with that. That doesn't make me a bad person, and I can still be good, and I can still my friends can still know I care and still don't think that I'm
Life is messy, and I've messed up my fair share of friendships for things that I've said or done, and I know for a fact that I know I've alienated you sometimes because of my work, and but I guess it's just about what we prioritize in life, right? You know, people are only going to remember us for how we made them feel, whether we made them feel safe. And you make people feel safe and strong.
I needed to hear that. I really needed to hear that because I just keep thinking I'm just fucking up and making wrong choices, but I thank you. And Eli's gonna like kind of, it's like a hug, but it's kind of uncomfortable because they don't hug much, and like Eli's just hoping that it's reciprocated because that level of intimacy isn't really expressed in their relationship.
It is reciprocated very, very tightly. And you hear whispered into your ear, I love you, son.
I love you too, Dad. I won't tell Mom about smoking or that we're both swearing. She'll be mad.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take some time out here, collect myself, and really understand what you're saying. And if you want to go back to smoking, I'll ignore it, and I will.
No, it's fine. It's just work, you know. Work at the loop. You don't need to, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna hide anything from you and Mom, and I'll definitely tell you everything and answer any of the questions. Come tomorrow, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of questions. But I just need tonight to not think and not. I just need to separate a bit. I try to be so strong for my friends, and I'll be better tomorrow. And I'm just gonna walk back to the side of the porch I was sitting on and just kind of hang my head, but a little less heavy after the conversation.
He just allows you your space. And Chloe, as Lana sort of finishes talking at you for quite some time and showing you various options for the weekend, eventually she sort of looks at you and it's weird, you're like barely smiling. It's you okay, or are you still wanting to like
What do you mean, like, be?
I don't know, like talk about thing like I don't know.
No, sorry. I think I just I think I'm just like PMSing or something.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
yeah. Yeah.
if you need it, bathroom. Just don't snore because I have an early start tomorrow. Okay.
Oh no, I won't. Do you wanna watch Grease again?
Yeah, you can put it on in the background. I'll probably just nod off in a bit. But yeah,
Okay.
and she just nestles in and immediately puts an eye mask over her face and just starts settling in.
That's so cute. Okay. Chloe's going to. So where's Chloe sleeping? Like, where is Chloe's sleeping spot that has been arranged?
Entirely up to you.
Entirely up to me. Okay. I think that I like to imagine that Lana has like a pretty nice like air mattress or something like next to the bed that Chloe sleeps in, and that's like always the bed that Chloe sleeps in whenever she's over. And Chloe's gonna tuck in to the bed there and roll over and close her eyes and just sort of like replay in her head, like watching Grease at home with her mum and her dad before they broke up, and thinking about what she's going to do at school the next day.
And to the north of Eden Falls, as Jackie, your mum, falls asleep on the sofa after having spoken with you. And how much have you told your mum about what happened?
I tell her everything. Are you kidding?
She is everything between shocked, elated, quite stern as your mum usually gets, but most of all, just relieved. As eventually she falls asleep, holding you in her arms.
And I'm holding Bug.
And as you do, Bug hops out of your arms and starts to skitter around a little bit, just and just moving around the space and until eventually moving towards the window and hopping up onto the windowsill and looking out in the direction of Eden Falls.
Am I awake seeing this?
You are?
Can I peel myself out of my mom's arms without waking her up?
I'll say yeah, she's unconscious, yeah. And you...
Come on, Bug.
And you follow his gaze, and you see that it passes over Eden Falls, and it passes over the slowly diminishing lights of the Ferris wheel out towards the horizon. And looking at the three structures of the oil rigs in the distance, he seems to shrink a little, and he looks up at you, and just... Oh no! And that is where we're going to end this week's session.
He says, "Oh no," and
That's so cute.
I forgot he
we
can
gave
talk
him
now.
like lines he can say.
Yeah,
that's really
it's
funny.
it's one of
Every time.
our voices saying.
I
"Oh,
love
no."
that it's "Oh
I
no."
forgot
Oh
about that.
no!
Also, I wasn't able to say it, but Darla would have gone back and gotten her switchblade off the ground. And Chloe left.
Sure. Amazing.